When the tuna are fully enclosed in the net, the main ship begins hauling in to reduce the squeeze area. The net typically measures 3,280 to 6,560 feet in length and 328 to 820 feet in depth. After the tuna are enclosed in the net, a giant net bag is used to lift the fish from the net onto the deck. The net bag has a special design. With a single action, the bottom opens and all the fish fall into the hole. Each hole can yield 44,000 to 110,000 pounds of tuna, and some large schools can even reach up to 154,000 pounds. At this stage, the fish slide down conveyor belts into the storage area. Using conveyors replaces manual labour, reduces collisions that could damage the fish, and shortens handling time after harvest. Traditional cooling and ice involves layering fish with crushed ice to keep the temperature near 32 degrees Fahrenheit. This preserves the freshness for 7 days. Some modern vessels even use ultra-low freezing systems at negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit to keep the fish at the highest quality for export. At the end of the journey, yellowfin tuna are transported to shore. Some vessels use conveyors for unloading, while others rely on manual handling. Finally, the tuna are distributed to markets and supermarkets. Next, we'll move on to the sardine fishing journey. Sardines are mainly distributed along the coast of Portugal and France, while in Asia they are concentrated in waters around Japan. Sardines have high nutritional value and are relatively inexpensive, making them an excellent choice. Unlike skipjack tuna fishing, sardine fishing requires two large vessels working together to pull in nets. When the sardine school rises close to the surface, the fishermen stop holding their net. At this point, they can use a large net bag to lift the sardines onto the ship for preservation. Some fishermen are assigned to push any sardines that fall outside into the ship's hold. Each hold yields around 10 to 50 tons. Sardines are then stored in seawater and ice at temperatures between 32 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Once unloaded at the port, sardines are quickly transported to processing plants to ensure freshness. First, the fish are washed with water before moving to the cutting stage. Here, an automatic machine slices the sardines into sections while also removing the head and tail. Next, the sardines are washed once more before being placed into cans by workers. Finally, the cans are sterilised at 239 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 to 90 minutes. This kills all the microorganisms, ensures food safety, and extends shelf life. Next, let's head to Alaska to see how fishermen catch salmon. In 2024, the state's commercial salmon harvest reached more than 100 million fish, bringing in around $304 million. Alaskan salmon is considered premium, known for its deep red color and high omega-3 content. goes to the location of the salmon school. Then a small boat pulls one end of the net to encircle the fish. Thanks to the power of the winch, the net gradually tightens. This net is then brought up to the side of the boat, and the salmon inside tumbles to the deck. This method often injures the fish and can affect the quality. Some boats instead use specialized pumps to bring the salmon along. This helps prevent bruising and preserves the quality for export. It's not just salmon that's sought after. Salmon roe is a valuable product. Once removed, the roe is salted, then workers rub the excess over a metal mesh to separate the individual eggs. The eggs are washed clean to remove debris. To remove excess water, workers place the eggs in a centrifuge. Finally, the salmon roe is canned and shipped to market. To add more thrill to the video, let's look at the shark fishing journey. One of the most dangerous creatures of the ocean. The bait is usually live fish or a bloody piece of fish to attract sharks more easily. They have an incredibly sharp sense of smell and are able to detect prey from miles away, which adds to their fearsome reputation. Once the bait is tossed into the water, it quickly draws the shark's attention. They lunge at the bait, and at that moment, the angler must use all of their strength to hold the rod. Sharks typically weigh between 330 and 1100 pounds, depending on species and maturity. To ensure safety when bringing shark on board, the angler will use a gun to finish it off. Although